So we have different concepts, like different knowledge concepts or trading concepts in the forex space. Do you think that has an effect on the profitability of traders? Do you think
everybody is trading the same way?
Okay.
Everybody I know, all of those concepts, maybe except my concept.
Okay.
All of those concepts are trading the same way. Why is that? Everyone is trading the pattern. Everyone is trading fair value. Everyone is trading order block. Everyone is trading trendline liquidity. Everyone is trading trendline itself. Everyone is trading support and resistance zone, breakout block is also.
So do you think that has effects on people's profitability?
Hold up, guys. Before we dive right into this episode of Forex Trading Straight Talk podcast, let me introduce you to Okta, one of the most reliable forex brokers where you can find the lowest spreads and no hidden fees of commission. Click the link in the description of this video to download Okta Trading app. Sign up with my promo code MrPick100 to have access to a 100% bonus on your deposits. Alright guys, let's dive right in.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Straight Talk Podcast, and I'm your host, Mr. Pick FX. And I'm so very, very happy to have you here because this podcast is a podcast that is going to address a lot of issues in the industry. You know, we're going to be having forex experts, NFT enthusiasts, and financial analysts come and tell you more about the industry in terms of knowledge, psychology, and every other thing that you need to know to advance your trading career and your trading journey. And for the maiden episode, I'm so very happy and humbled and honored to have one of our famous forex trader in Nigeria. And I'm talking of no other person but Adekombi Ido, aka HENDRAY. HENDRAY, you're welcome to Forex Trading Straight Talk Podcast. And I am so very, very happy to have you here today.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thanks for having me around. I'm also happy to be here.
Okay. So, HENDRAY, you're welcome. And before we get into the main thing that I want to talk about today, I just want to hear from you how your forex trading journey started, you know, and how it has been since where you started forex trading and what you're actually doing currently. So, I just want you to run me through your forex trading journey.
Well, I'm Adekombi Ido, and of course, HENDRAY does what
obviously we all know.
Yeah, my journey into the forex world was actually a little bit, I don't know, will I say funny, but at the same time, it was quite eventful. I knew about forex trading like 7 years ago, but I didn't start trading actively until like 5 years ago. So, to quite sure, when I wanted to start, like majorly start forex trading, then one of my uncles that was sponsored me into school and all that. Actually, he was, paying me, I think, about 20,000 naira. I was giving me 20,000 naira per month
As upkeep money.
Oh, yes, exactly. So he was giving me 20,000 naira per month. Then there was this time, because I entered school as a chemical engineering student, but later I changed to electrical and electronics engineering student in OAU because I was aspiring to do some things that, to look deeper into things that might require that particular field. I was planning to go into robotics.
Does that mean you choose chemical engineering at first, or you were given?
No, I chose.
You chose. So what happened? Why the transition?
Yeah,
I also read that. I'm excited to
what I did was that I entered as a chemical engineering student.
Okay.
And then I changed because I started having interest in other stuff. Like I started having interest in robotics, machine learning, and quite a lot of things that is actually related to, signals and systems that is actually related to the field electrical and electronics engineering. So that's what made me change then. So then I approached him and I was like, I needed a good laptop to actually, go deeper into these things, to start learning these things deeper and all that, because I started then learning. I think when we entered, was it part 2, then 200 level? We started lot of my friends, Paul and all, we started learning about this data analysis and whatnot. So I needed a good laptop to actually like, okay, I needed this. So he gave me money and was like, okay, this money he's giving me will be like what he will give me for the next 6 months. He won't be giving me anything. So he gave me a sum of about 200,000 naira.
More like I'm giving this money for the last time.
Exactly. So like for the next 6 months. So I was even literally at a place on campus then where I wanted to buy the laptop, and then the second thought came to me. The laptop they called you about 180,000. So the question, money wasn't coming from anywhere else. Well, how would I survive? How would I make things work with myself? So I knew right then that okay, I needed to invest this, right? So there was a guy then there was a guy then that I was introduced to. He was doing like investments for people, and also I invested part of the money.
Part of the 200,000.
Yes.
You were looking for
So, exactly. So the remaining part, I deposited it in a trading account.
So how much exactly did you invest with this guy? Okay. Did you know the exact amount that you invested?
For a start, I actually invested about 50,000 naira.
Okay. So you had 150 to yourself.
Yeah. So he was giving I think he was giving about, wasn't even 30% then? Yeah, 30%. So that's like 15,000 and all that. So it's quite like, okay, this is almost the money that my uncle was giving me per month. So that's a good thing. So I invested with him. For a few months, I actually collected ROI before the whole thing like became,
So how many months was it like before? Do you remember how many months
okay.
collected?
I think I started with him around May of that year, but it's around December it's crashed.
Oh,
like totally, it's crashed totally. So for quite about 6 months, I would say that.
We're collecting.
Yeah, exactly. So I had that running, and apart from that, I also learned from him. Though what he taught later, I realized that was total
Eventually.
and of course, he was just telling her when he's growing up, buy, see the candle, buy, and also later we got to know that he wasn't even trading in the first place. He wasn't even a trader initially, and that was like it for me. That was how I started my journey. The first deposit I made, blew the money to NFT, I think on gold. I did not even understand
what you were doing
or how to calculate the right loss size based on the account size and all.
Did you even have FOREX knowledge? Then have you learned from anybody at that point in time?
No, except for the same guy that told me buy when it's going up and sell when it is going down. So I did not really have it with that person that I learned from. So it was just more like, act of foolishness to have like done that. So that was the start of the journey for me.
So at what points were you now able to transition into like real trading, where you like had to learn from someone and you started taking it seriously? Because from what you said, you said you met someone that you did investments with, and so that means to a large extent you had interest in forex trading. Okay, but when did you start taking it seriously, where you had to learn how to trade and be like, oh, I want to actually be a trader eventually?
Oh, well, that was when I ran into debt with the guy. Okay. Because, the guy was in investment. He was quite young. I think we were averagely around the same age. I think I was 25 then. He was also 25 back then. So I was like, okay, if my mate could do it and all of that. So I was actually collecting money from like friends to actually help invest with the guy.
Ooh.
So, the guy was paying 30% to you. So I was paying them 20%
and getting
10% as it should be. So from there, when the guy started showing signs of this and all that, and I think that the cumulative money that my friends had with me then was like netting almost 1 million naira thereabout. Okay. So I knew that I needed to learn this, but out of foolishness as well, I just basically started my own investment. Let me just so I didn't even the money he didn't pay me, he did not pay me like when the whole thing casted and all of that. I was the one like, I didn't even tell my friends that, okay, this and all. I was just like, okay, using whatever remained to actually build on that and the likes, taking risks, doing things. So that was the start of seriousness. I started, paying for courses just to meet up and to actually balance the effects. It worked actually. It worked for a start. And I did that also for years until I myself ran into debt where I now knew that, okay, this is beyond trading. This is beyond how to trade. And my own debt wasn't even funny. It was way over $1 million. So this is beyond trading. I think that would be another story for another day for the podcast. So so I know this was beyond trading. This, it was just all,
we expect actually
in
into
my-
a lot, but most people that actually go into it really don't have a proper branded knowledge about investment.
Mhm.
What they feel was they have the knowledge of forex trading. The next thing they want to maybe start collecting money from people. They don't
and
that
then
you need to, have a knowledge of finance. You need to be properly grounded. You need to have good experience and all. The most people that maybe started investments in the wrong way, not having proper knowledge about it, or even training for years about it, they ended up not running it very well, and it crashed their plans. So
Definitely.
so that was kind of a very nice story. What was the first person you learned forex trading from? That you actually learned or
Like
you
learn
sourcing for knowledge?
it was I paid for courses online.
Okay.
I paid for this transparent FX.
Excellent.
I bought Cuban's course. I bought Elliott with forecast course.
Courses, yeah.
So I had all these courses then even Falcon. I
Okay.
think I paid for Falcon for like 1-2 months. Yeah, so I actually paid for most foreign actually, most.
That was actually very nice because I myself, I wasn't even really into forex trading initially, even though I had the knowledge of it, or I would just say I had the knowledge of it, but then I was actively involved in my own business. Well, one of the reasons why I entered into forex trading then was during the lockdown of 2020, when lots of fiscal business were affected, and of course we're still living our lives, we're still trying to eat, but money was not coming in from everybody doing fiscal business. There was a total shutdown, and I even thought that was going to be the beginning of the end of the world because two was just rising then. So some people have died in America. The first case had entered Nigeria. It was just a lot. So I just sat down and I was like, okay, apart from because I operate a tutorial center, the largest tutorial center in Osho State, and I was like, apart from this physical business that I have, what other thing can I venture into such that I can actually make money from the comfort of my home, right? Because that is one very big flex. For those that are able to do it, it is something very nice to be able to be in your house at the comfort of your home, and you can actually be making money that people go out there to sweat. Although it's not easy to, because actually work and all. So like, okay, what are my options? I had coding, like learning about programming and also forex. But I've tried programming before. It wasn't something that I really, really like.
Why would you like? That's not like coding.
Programming seems so very boring too. Although forex is also boring too. From now that I've discovered. But I didn't just want to spend so much time writing LC, writing programming language. It was boring. It was so boring. I'm like, I think I can venture into forex trading because even before then, so I had been around the forex space. Then I invested in one company then too, right? That actually also crashed, although they were more into binary trading. Okay, so I decided to like, okay, let me just pick forex as something that I should actually learn. Will also be one of the things that can actually bring me money from the comfort of my zone. And I started there with them. I don't know if you remember, you might not know them. Remember this IM Academy?
Yeah, IM Academy. Everyone just
I started with IM Academy then, and it was hell. It was hell. We had people providing signals then, Dr. Kati, and different kind of people. Sometimes I wake up by as early as 4 a.m. to meet some people's session to take trades. So I was very doing it randomly. Some people tell me, okay, once price cross above this, everybody buy now, thickness is coming soon. I'm like, wait. So we were trading different kind of. I lost a lot of money trading IMF, and it's not because they probably didn't know what they were actually doing. But the different people entering forex trading, right? If you don't enter through the right means, okay, you might actually not be able to crack the code. Right? If you don't enter into forex trading the right means, you might not be able to. Even if you have access to people that actually know about it. So I think I went about things the wrong way then until I now sat down like, okay, how can I actually learn this forex trading? And lo and behold, I located the mentor then to teach me, and that mentor is Adekomido. You want to I learned forex from? I paid for mentorship in full. I paid for mentorship, and I think that I was able to learn from him because then just like what he was saying just now, that he actually bought so many courses and that was how I started. So me going to learn from him means I was learning from every other thing that he has actually learned. Very, very much easy. Yeah, exactly. And also one thing that I also noticed in the forex space is that, of course, the reason why everybody is trying to trade, or the essence why people are learning about trading and wants to do well in trading is because they want to make money, right? Definitely. And they want to make it consistently. Okay. And recently, over time, we've actually noticed that one major problem that people are battling with in the forex space is what is consistency, and that is the major thing we want to talk about today, right? People are actually not consistent. We see the amount of traders, the statistics of traders that we have in this space, this industry, where we don't have people that can say, "Oh, I am constantly making money for an X period of months or an X period of years." And we actually want to discuss what the problem really is. What do you think the problem is with consistency of forex traders in this industry?
Okay, well, actually, I did not have to go through, I think, IML or that. I don't know. It was later that I even tend to know that they were actually common and that most people,
a lot of people were actually on the
pass through IML and the likes like that. Consistency in trading, maybe based on even my own harsh experience in terms of running into debt and all of that. I think consistency for me comes with number one, your trading system. Your trading system is actually very important. Let's forget the whole psychology talk and the likes like that. When you're trading the right way, when you're actually trading the way that aligns with the market, when you have the right skill brings about the right confidence. And when you have the right confidence, you can easily compromise, adjust where necessary to ensure that you make things work. But when you don't really understand in depth what you are doing in the first place, and it's more like everything you have been doing is random, I think that there will be a lot of problem. Okay, if you know that, okay, you really love this thing, you will know when you have that right skill, right? And when you have it, you will be able to align perfectly with it. You will know when truly you are wrong, not when mentor says you are wrong. A lot of mentor is more like just fixing it on students now that, okay, blah, 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 it is you problem. You know what? That's not always true, right? Yeah. That's not always true. If really you can design a system that is comprehensive enough and that is actually very, very good, I believe more people will do better in a shorter period of time. I think we can even see the reality of that already.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of people, I think, are doing better now, and I think that is what is even causing quite some issues in the whole prop space where people are now very young people. You just say, a year, people are having breakthroughs, and it is actually very wonderful because it wasn't like that.
It wasn't like that before.
So it wasn't like that. So I think people are doing better, and what still needs to be done is to look into the system, ensure that you embrace that you are open-minded, you are open to adjusting when necessary. You don't want to lie to yourself, and also even understanding that it is a scaling process. Okay, the skill to make 1 million naira is different from that to make 100 million naira.
Definitely.
Okay, so when you want to step from 100 million to billions as well, you know that you need to up your game. You don't want to lie to yourself and just be like, okay, this and that and all. And also, making money is a skill. All right, making money is a skill, apart from even trading itself. And also risk is a skill as well. We all call risk scaling, for example. Risk scaling is more like, okay, what is the threshold of your of the risks that you can manage to take? For example, you are the type that you have been trading $200 account, $500 account, and the highest loss you have seen is like $100, $200 loss.
Yeah.
So such person, now we have the problem space whereby we have accounts as high as a simple account as high as even 300,000. I think there's even $400,000 account.
Yeah.
With some problem. And you are now coming to the prop space, and the next thing you want to go and buy 100K account,
Yeah.
200K account, whereby 0.5% of that is averagely $500.
500. Yeah.
1% of that, which should be the normal standard thing to be able to do well on that account. And you now go straight to that. Meanwhile, you are the type that if you see any loss beyond
$100, you're already fidgeting.
you understand? You're already fidgeting. What are you doing there, right? So it is a process. You grow with it. You actually learn to like climb the tree from step to step. Okay, now I can be okay with $200 loss. Now I can grow from there, grow more capital and the likes. Now I can be okay.
Is even really a problem in this generation? Because people naturally, and what I've actually noticed is even in the forex space, people actually want to jump the process, right? They just want to move from you see someone starting from a level 1 and you have this aspiration to be in, let's say, maybe level 10. I think you just want to jump overnight from level 1 to level 10. You don't know that from managing an account of, let's say, maybe $100, you have to graduate to be able to accommodate psychologically $500 before you move into 5,000. When you see people from trading $200, you can jump straight to buying problem of $100,000. And the psychology is different. You don't
100%. So that's the thing. So I think basically people just need to check themselves. They need to be very real with themselves before we can talk of. I'm even talking about psychology. Psychology has different branches. And that is why I do tell people that it is very wrong to even tell me that someone is better than you psychologically, because your own problem might be that you enter trades too early.
Okay.
All right. Which is an hybrid of your trading system and you yourself. All right. And another person might be that the person might not allow winners to run very well, to run to TP quickly. Winning trades, cutting it, you understand? So that is two different problems entirely, right? Each under psychology, but that does not mean that person is better than you, because that person has his devil, you have your devil, right? So people need to understand themselves, identify the true problem. And with that, you can easily
that problems in forex trading is something that is actually personal.
Exactly. Actually, it's not exactly.
Every trader needs to locate what his or our own problem is. Because I remember one time, when I started entering into the problem space then, right? I noticed that, but then I just wanted, Mr. Peak FX, let me just buy as much account that I wanted. I noticed that I was doing better in lower amount problem than higher amounts. For example, every time I traded them $200,000 and $200,000 account, and that account showed me So I noticed that whenever I'm trading, like let's say maybe $50,000 account or $20,000 account, I actually do better. Before you know it, I've passed phase 1, I've passed phase 2. But when I trade $200,000, it's something different. After $200,000 account to like 15K before, 15%, and I still lost phase 1.
Imagine.
The problem is that you see some people do take $200,000 and within 1-2 weeks they're already right.
No, exactly. So it's step by step, right? Yeah. It is step by step. And what we do notice, you'll notice that from that, you'll now later grow.
Yeah.
From 50K, okay, 100K is now better. Okay, 200K is now better, and the likes like that. So yeah, risk scaling. I think it is something people really should look into and should actually check. And yeah.
So that's very wonderful. And what other thing do you think people should actually look out for in order to improve their consistency? We've talked about having access to the right knowledge, okay, which is that's the basic. For you to be profitable in this space, you must actually know or have access to a very good knowledge. Now, having access to a very good knowledge doesn't still guarantee profitability. Okay, you now need to know how to derive a strategy that suits you personally, right? In terms of your rules of engagement, your risk management, your risk scaling, and all that, right? So what other things do you think is also affecting people, right, in this dispensation of traders, and we can actually see around?
Okay, I think another thing is that people don't think critically.
Okay.
All right, people tend to just follow the crowd. People just want to do what every other person is doing or what actually seems shiny and the light side that.
Okay.
Like we have established earlier, it is your journey. All right, it is your culture. Trading is like your culture. Your trading way is your culture. Even if you are taught something, it is your it is your work to make it work.
Yeah.
Like to the best that it can be. All right. The sharpest sword cannot be effective on the you don't understand on the like on amateur fingers and the likes like that. So that can only work when professionals. So professionals can actually handle a very dull sword and still do very well. Than so it comes down to understanding that you need to submit to time, understand your journey, know what you're facing, be real with yourself, like I said, and make sure that you are following the process. Okay, if there is now, once you have a good system, if there is now any of this issue of psychology or no psychology and the likes, then fine. You can now look into it. Okay, this is the part of psychological problems that I have issue with and that I think I should look into. Then you will even now be able to ask the right question.
Yeah.
Because you just see people come to you and just say that, okay, sir, my psychology is very bad. I'm like, which part of your psychology? How do I understand? So I think people should understand that particular thing that, okay, it might be that you do call or let even losers run and you are cutting winners short, right? Yeah. You any losing trade, you are adjusting stop loss, That is a habit. Yeah. Another person might not have that habit, even from very early stage. Another person wants to tell the person, your stop loss, don't shift it. They are okay. But you as a person, you might be shifting your own. So such person that is okay with that, it might be their own problem, might be that, okay, they are entering trades too early, or they are never patient, or they are hopping from one strategy to another. So different person, different problem, all right? So identify it, all right? There is no solution without identification of a problem.
Yeah.
All right. So that is a fact in the engineering field. Okay. Yeah. So you have to realize that there is a problem. As an engineer, the problem exactly. So you can actually now work towards like, okay, this is what should be done. I think I can work with this, and yeah. So that is it.
No, on that thing is, in the FOREX space we have different traders trading different concepts. Some people say they are ICT traders, some are retail traders, some are what's it called, SMC traders. In fact, you yourself say you are algo trader or no?
No, I don't know. Opening range.
Okay, opening range. Concept. So we have different concepts, like different knowledge concept or trading concept in the FOREX space. Do you think that has an effect on the profitability of traders?
Everybody is trading the same way. Okay. Everybody I know, all of those concepts, maybe except my concepts. Okay. All of those concepts are trading the same way. Why is that? Everyone is trading the pattern. Everyone is trading fair value. Everyone is trading order block. Everyone is trading trendline liquidity. Everyone is trading trendline itself. Everyone is trading support and resistance zone, breakout block is also.
Do you think that has supports on people's profitability? Do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I think it does, because no one is putting into consideration how the market actually moves. Who are the participants at a certain high? At every high, it is not only buyers that are there. There can be buyers or sellers. It depends on which type of liquidity is resting above that high. And also, what is coming to reach that high? Which type of liquidity? Is it buyers liquidity, sellers liquidity? let's say the dominant liquidity at a certain passive high, a high that was formed yesterday, for example, are sellers dominantly. And for maybe a particular session or a weekly participant major or daily participant major, and the people that are coming, the aggressor that is coming to Reddit, the nature on the passive we have buyers, the nature of those coming to Reddit are sellers. All right, the aggressor. That will cause divergence. It is an anticipation of absorption.
Yeah.
Sellers absorbing buyers, buyers absorbing sellers, and the likes like that. So I believe that every other person is trading the same thing, irrespective of you can be an ICT trader and be telling me some people are retail trader. You yourself, you are not even trading in the way of market logic. So I think the missing piece for everyone that I want everyone to look into should be the missing piece should be looking into how to at least get something that can show you the participant, either through indicator, order flow, footprint, reading, like those different things that can tell you about market behavior, at least have an idea of who is in control, fundamentals of who is in control, is in the long run sellers and buyers. That I think
that means that I'm trying to maybe identify patterns. People really need to know why some things are
exactly.
Like,
so majorly understand your participant and the auction theory of the market. How does price auction its way? How does it deliver truly? So not that we just think because there is one fair value gap somewhere, meanwhile there can be so like 5 or at a row, and it becomes a subject of different trade. This is how you can identify other blocks and the like is not even why price move. You see people telling you, I have this other block, it does not work, price rate it. Because in the first place, all those things are not even meant to just be what you just pick. They are not the first thing to do. All right? Any other block can work. Any zone can work. The question is, what is happening at that zone? What is happening at that particular other block?
Right? Understanding the market will even make you follow the story.
Is that
and what is happening?
So that's the thing. So I just think in that aspect, people really need to do better.
Yeah. People have lots of work to do. Like you really need to pay attention to details and try to understand the reason why some things are in the market, and that will help people in making better decisions, irrespective of whatever concept there was. You know, the active participant in the market, and you know how to recognize on certain things with respect to the true model.
Don't get me wrong. I understand.
They work definitely.
Exactly. But the question is,
the work doesn't take 5 years. You can work at random. But having a true knowledge will make you streamline to know, okay, this should actually work based on the story that I've actually followed.
Exactly. Based on
there are so many other
because you know that okay, this is the story of the market.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
So people have a lot of work to do too. And I believe that with the way things is going in this dispensation, we have lots of traders that are coming out, right, to actually show people the truth in the market, and we have lots of people trying as much as possible to align themselves with these traders, and people are actually doing well. If I can say, people are trying.
Yeah, actually, I can see that as well. People are doing much better, like much better.
Yeah. So let me just enter a little bit into a little fun part, right, of this of this podcast, and I'm just going to be asking you this or that question, and you're going to tell me what your preference is, okay? And it's still going to be revolving around Forex trading and maybe slightly away from Forex trading, maybe lifestyle. I know. So I want to ask you, do you enjoy day trading or scalping?
Day trading, I would say.
Is there a reason to that?
Day trading. Scalping, I don't know. Well, scalping is part of day trading, I put. So it depends on the volatility injection.
Day trading
or swing trading.
Yeah, day trading or swing.
Yeah, I prefer day trading.
Why?
That way. Because I swing trade at times, but with lower volume, or it will be a position I've already opened and planned that I want to swing it. But I prefer day trading because, of course, the way I trade allow me to, I can easily be like, okay, this is actually what I want to do. Okay. Do I want to go for the long-term bias? Do I want a short-term bias? Do I have my daily divergence? I quickly want to target this high. So, and there are some day trading I actually plan, and it tends to be like, okay, it goes over to the second day. I'm doing an open profile challenge for anyone that have seen that's on my YouTube page, Hendray. For anyone that has seen the first episode, maybe by the time of the release of this podcast, the second episode might have been released. So for anyone that have seen the episode, they will see how I entered trades, and all the trades I took on that particular account were actually lasted for 24 hours minimum, right? So that's the
Because I also actually enjoy day trading because I love streamlining my entries. Okay, I don't really like spending so much time in the market, right? I don't take trades from higher time frame zones. Even if I have a higher time frame zone, I still want to go down to lower time frame to see the behavior of price around that zone. But I really take 1:3, 1:4, and I'm out for the day. I don't really like holding. So they don't have that psychology. They could go trade for 1 week, 2 weeks. I'm not really a fan.
I prefer the take my trade. If I'm trading London, I'm done for the day. If I'm trading this, I'm done for the day. All right. And of course, another thing is that you really can't say, except for joining news, if there will be volatility. Yeah, that is hard to tell. People might be able to do that effectively. So even if I take an entry now, so it might be maybe in London, it might be to New York before price gets to my TP, or before I take a major partial, or however it is. But day trading, day trading.
Okay, then the second thing I also want to ask, buy trade or sell trade? Which one is more
sales?
You love sales. Okay, why is that?
I think before I even used to invert my chart.
To sell.
So if I want to take a buy, I even used to. No, it doesn't really matter much again because now I look at both sides almost equal way. But I always prefer sell. I just wanted to hit.
You just want to dump.
I just want to put on. I think I've seen that with many traders I've worked with.
It seems I don't know. There's no sell trade present itself that makes it
maybe looks it not beautiful. But these days actually I really don't care. I balance both and before you will see my FX book. I think I uploaded those things before, though I've deleted them now on my IG. They used to be like, okay, Euro USD, I will see more than 80% of the trades are sell trades. And so I really like targeting sell trades and like,
okay. London or New York, which do you enjoy trading most?
Both actually, but London, whenever I need time to myself and the likes, I love London. But New York for the volatility, for the money, for the, I love something challenging. Many people run away from New York because of the volatility, but I love volatility. I want you to do that. I want you to rush. I want you to even mess people up and then be able to be like, okay, this is beautiful for me. I can read that, okay, this is what is happening. I know. So I would say New York actually.
I actually love London because there's a way London. It's calm. Weather is calm. There is volatility in London, but not too much.
Exactly.
And price seems to be clear during London. But if London doesn't go well, price might not be clear during New York. Okay, but London is always very calm. And I just like the fact that before maybe 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. West African time, I've hit TP for the day and I'm done for the day. It gives me that freedom that I don't have anything chasing for today. So I might trade New York and I might not. So I just love that psychology of, okay, trade in London, you have hit. Every time I come back to New York is, let's maybe I take a loss in London. I'm like, okay, we have to fight back in New York. But I personally actually love London session. So, okay, moving away from that, let me enter into gadgets. Apple or Samsung?
Apple.
Why?
100% Apple.
100% Apple.
It will always be Apple. It will forever be
Okay, why? Is it because
the ecosystem,
the prestige
is just the aesthetics, everything. They pay attention to some details that really matter to me and everything.
Have you ever used a Samsung product before?
The funny thing is that I use Samsung as second phone every now and then, and I press Samsung far more than I press Apple because that is where my work phone. My work phone.
You now prefer what is good I prefer? No, look away from the what's it called? Yeah, there was something that you used. There was a word that you use now. The
ecosystem.
The ecosystem of Apple.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking at the functionality of the gadgets that you have used before.
Mhm.
Let's say maybe an iPhone or a Samsung phone, or let's say maybe like any other device. Look
My
at the
monitors
functionality.
are Samsung.
Okay.
All right. Most of my monitors are Samsung monitor.
Oh, you will have Odyssey.
Yes, I have the 49-inch one. As I did podcast, I've made order for the 55-inch Samsung arc. So I love Samsung for monitor because of the old screen. But if Apple, go ahead
to be doing like that.
something like that, I'm moving.
That means you're not loyal to Samsung.
So I'm not.
You're not loyal. And you're using their product.
Of course, I think they are like second best.
Yeah, I don't Samsung will get to see this.
If they can contact me and maybe pay me to step.
All right, so Benz or BMW?
Oh, this Benz always. I learned with Benz.
Oh, you learned with Benz?
Yeah,
wow. Okay, I think I remember.
Mhm.
I think I actually taught you how to drive.
You had to say that.
Yes, I taught your mentor how to drive. Benz was that year.
That was E350 then.
Can you imagine? The mentor was angling learner on Benz. I've never seen that in this country before.
I learned with Benz. I'm using Benz. I've always used Benz. I will forever use Benz.
Have you ever craved using BMW before?
BMW is a very functional car. I think I have. There was this friend of mine then that had BMW.
Okay.
Then we used to talk and all. But I don't know, because I learned with Benz and I'm so used to the whole thing with Benz, I think if I should drive even another car now, the whole even gear at the steering side and all of that.
I'm
also used to quite a lot of things when it comes to Benz. I can tell you about things. I can even literally tell you some things that are wrong with your car if you so. I'm just so much used to it. So I think that is the thing. But I wouldn't say that, okay, because of that, I might not get to like the Benz. I cannot say I'm 100% loyal. It's just because that is like the first thing.
And Benz has class. Although people really compare BMW to whenever they actually want to compare.
No, functionality, I know that BMW is very functional, but I've not really
used it.
Like, it's never been in my
one day
bucket list or checklist or whatever list you want to call it. But yeah, it is Benz for me anytime, any day.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have been following the discussion so far on this maiden episode of Forex Trading Straight Talk podcast with your host, Mr. Peak. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. We're going to be bringing more and more Forex gurus and idolos along your way, so that you guys can actually learn a lot from them to better your trading eventually. All right. So the next segment of this podcast is the giveaway segment, where I'm going to be asking our guests some questions, and each question attracts $5. All right. So it's going to be 10 questions. I'll ask him. If he gets it correct,
you guys should pray. Just pray.
So if he gets the question, it simply means that we have $50 to be used as giveaway once you follow the instructions that is going to be given to you at the end of the giveaway session. Right? All right. So I'm going to be asking Hendray some questions now. Like I said, each question got it correctly, right? Attract $5 that will be used for giveaway, right? At the end of this episode. So, Andrew, are you ready?
Are we ready? I bring it on.
So, the giveaway according to you guys will be determined by him. So just pray that you get all the question correctly. So, number one question: what is the official currency of the United States of America?
US dollars.
Like, the question is too simple. When I get to hard ones now, I wonder how you're going to react. So, US dollars.
Let's have it. Yeah, all right.
It's correct. You have $5 available for giveaway to our fans.
All right.
Question 2. attracts $5.
Okay.
For the currency pair NGN USD,
Okay.
what is the base currency?
The base currency will remain USD now because obviously.
That means answer USD.
Yeah, definitely. Because that's like the stronger currency. Just like in the case of AUD USD, even though AUD comes first, that's not what judges it. AUD USD is still the base.
I'm afraid to tell you that you are actually not incorrect. You are correct. Well, do you know, people have this misconception, right, about base currency and code currency, especially beginners, even those that are even advanced now, that went through beginners class, they were told that base currency is usually on the left for a currency pair.
No, why they didn't finish? They didn't finish their lecture. When they finish their lecture, they would have cases, examples like AUD USD with number 0 point something, showing that USD is actually the stronger one because it's 0 point, right? So would have like, it's a ratio.
Yeah.
AUD USD is AUD over USD. So if you have the less strong one as the numerator, the stronger one as the denominator, you get 0 point something as value. So the stronger one still remains the base. That is the base. That is like the range has the major part to drive that particular pair. Yeah.
Okay. So your day is going well, pretty much. And
now, guys, trust me, we should be able to.
We'll make it all $15. Okay. So, what is the term used in forex trading when price grabs liquidity?
And you already mentioned it now. Liquidity grab. The truth is, many people call it different name. Liquidity sweep, stop on, and HORC. And there is this funny word, inducement. Yeah. So
you're actually correct. Inducement is where stop on is where.
So that's the
there is now $15 available for giveaways, and I'm actually So question 4 is for $20 in total, right? Which of these currency is not an African currency? Which of these currency is not an African currency?
Let's have it.
Option A, we have CD.
Okay.
Option B, we have rupee. Option C, we have rand.
I think we have
Option D, we have Comorian franc.
Rupee.
Final answer, rupee.
Definitely. That's Asia.
You are absolutely correct. Rupee is actually the currency of India. So that there is not an African currency. So we have $20 available now for giveaway. And this next segment, let's hope that our guest is able to clear the board. And
don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Don't panic.
So now I'm going to be giving you some currency pair. I'm going to give you their nickname, right?
Nickname,
yeah.
And your currency pair.
Yes.
Oh my God.
To be currency or currency pair, right?
I've been trading.
Tell me what currency that is.
I've been trading only Euro USD for like years now, and I've not like really. But I did excuse why forget about
give you crystals for our fans.
No, I know quite a lot of them, but I know maybe some few can stress me, but I believe it.
All right, so enough with the excuses.
Really?
So number 5. So I'm going to give you the nickname of the currency, and you're actually going to tell me what currency pair that is. Okay. The what currency pair is also known as cable?
GBUSD.
It's the way you actually need as class question and you start making any
that's so cheap now. It is.
That's GBUSD.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You're absolutely correct. That's number 5. So you have they have $25 for giveaway now. Number 6. What currency pair is also known as fiber?
That's what I've mentioned as well. That's my preference.
Final answer, Euro USD. Of course, that's your currency, so you are absolutely correct. So that's how $30 available for giveaway. Now, question 7. Question 7.
Okay.
What currency pair is also known as Kiwi?
Kiwi. I don't really know Kiwi. I mean, it's Kiwi. How can I forget?
What currency pair would get Kiwi for $35?
Kiwi. I know that. Okay. JPY pair. JPY, that should be Yopi, Gopher, JPY, Kiwi. Wait. Oh, can you go to the next question, please? Sorry. I'm just trying to
that was number 7, okay?
Yeah.
So let me go to number 8. So come back to that. What currency pair is also known as HORC?
Yeah, AUD-USD.
AUD-USD. Yeah, that's correct. So that means they have $5. What's the currency pair is also known as Kiwi for question 8.
Okay. Can you proceed? Sorry. I'm just trying to it's very common. I'm just trying to
yeah, with you. Number 9. What currency is also known as Gopher?
Gopher. I just mentioned Gopher now.
Yeah,
I mentioned GBJPY. No, Gopher is GBJPY. Did they give the to USDJPY as well? Gopher is actually GBJPY.
Are you sure?
So, yes, Gopher. It is called Gopher or Gopi. I think here USDJPY should be Yopi or so. I don't know. Or Yofa. I don't know. Gopher. For real though. For real. I actually thought that.
But from what I have here, Gopher is actually USDJPY.
Wait.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I
believe it to JPJPY. Okay. No problem.
So should I say you have one question down?
I don't know. We need to verify.
We need to verify.
It does lose our $5. We need to verify that. So please, your Google.
Okay, let's leave that angle. We're going to verify that. Okay, last question, right? Let's go to the last question and see if we have $50 up for giveaway.
Okay.
So the last question is what currency pair is also known as Betty?
Betty?
Yeah, but
like seriously, Betty. I have no idea. Bet. Can I tell the French?
Can't tell the French. There's no what currency pair is also known as Betty?
Spell the Betty like
Betty.
Betty butter.
Betty. Should I give you anything?
I have no idea, so I think I'll go for that.
Yeah. So you are not going to choose any currency.
I have no idea.
Okay, let me give you a hint, because I actually want to help them so that there will be enough money to go around. Okay. There is actually euro in the currency.
Euro?
Yeah.
Okay. Euro GBP should be channel, because that's it is because it is English this thing that separates the two currencies. So they call it English channels, where separates the two distances. So they call it English channel. So channel. Euro, USD fiber. JPYs are like PP, POPs, and I still don't have Euro ZD. I don't know. I still don't have an idea.
Let me just help you out. Right? Let me help you out. Although, as I'm calling the answer now, it simply means that he got it wrongly. Okay, so why is attached to that?
Okay, is that the first one we are getting wrong?
Yeah, we
are not clear on the
Gopher one. Yeah. From the inside that I made, USDJPY is Gopher. Maybe I made a mistake. I don't know.
Okay,
I'm going to check on. I will just assume you are correct.
Okay,
right?
No, we have to check it on the show. We have to check your phone now.
Let's check.
Yes, I will put them on the camera. He is wrong.
Okay. let me have my phone. So I'm going to go to
We'll show it then. You have to show you guys.
Excellent.
Why you just take our $5?
So what answer did you give?
I said GBJPY.
So for GOFA. And what I have here is USDJPY. So let me currency pairs and currency pairs. And
USDJPY should be your piece.
Correct. Currency
Should be
pairs. Currency pairs and their nickname.
Okay.
Okay, let's check. Let's check. What did you say? You said
GBJPY is GOFA.
Is Gopi.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, is actually correct. GBP of GOPA. So that means you guys have.
So what's USDJPY?
USDJPY. USDJPY. They call it Ninja.
Yeah, it can be Ninja too. It's actually Yopi too, I think.
Yopi.
You search what is the nickname of USDJPY, I think.
Okay, that means you are actually correct. I mean, anybody can make mistake. Anybody can just stop learning 1 point per word. So he got a total of 9 questions. So that means there is 45.
But you've not verified the one with this.
Yeah, that's
the right one. You've not told us the right answer.
Yeah, the right answer is GBPJPY.
Oh, the Betty.
Okay, the Betty. Yeah, it's actually Euro Rub, Russian ruble. Euro RUB, Russian ruble. So it is also known as
how would I know? Have I ever traded that? Have I ever analyzed it?
So I think there is actually one you've not answered.
Yes, I think Kiwi. Yes,
yeah, like
Kiwi. Think about Kiwi. I'm coming. USD card, Looning. Kiwi was. I know it is USD here. I'm sure of that. Okay, AUD, GBP, Euro USD, USD card of what I mentioned. USD CHF is Swissy. There's going to be USD CHF. I will go for NZD USD.
NZD final answer.
NZD, yes, that's Kiwi.
So we got Euro Rebel wrongly. And you got GBPJPY GOPA correct.
Yeah.
So the last question.
In fact, we ought to sort it out for you, the Robbie. Yes, now, because you are the one I was wrong.
We ought to sort it that. Okay, I think USD is actually correct for P. So let's just assume that you got everything correctly. The 10%.
You give us $100, guys.
If you really want to be a part of that giveaway, ensure that you go to the YouTube channel, Mr. Pick FX, and comment on this episode. Just leave a comment of whatever you learned or whatsoever. Just leave a comment in the comment section, and we get to select people at random to participate in the giveaway. So you have $50 available for giveaway. Congratulations from your mediator. I think also known as Hendray. All right, so right about now, we've come to the end of this amazing episode, and I want to believe you guys really enjoyed the podcast, the information that was shared, and also the fun part of it. And do not forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you can always get videos first time when I release them. And see you guys in the next episode. Thank you, and bye-bye.